This door remained closed for 3,000 years. But some of the people who went in, he never came back. Drawings on the walls. He was explaining that it was a curse. And at that moment, we realized that we were not alone in the grave. And his name. It was a Pharaoh that had been whispered for centuries. And everyone who enters this tomb shared the same end. And those who know that name, he would never say it out loud. And at that very moment, the grave started to crumble. And through the darkness, we realized once again that we are not alone. This tomb is known as a secret passage, where pharaohs were buried in the 1300s BC. This tomb was used for secret rituals during the pharaohs. The shadowy figures were moving forward silently. Secret rituals were held here during the reign of Tutankhamun. This ritual was performed during the pharaohs to protect the souls of the dead. At the end of the ritual, a passage that had been hidden for thousands of years appeared. Beyond the portal, ancient secrets and pharaonic wisdom that had remained hidden for thousands of years were revealed. According to legend, these spirits guard the secrets of the pharaohs and test those who come without permission. The shapes and carved details on this stone seem to tell a story that has been hidden for thousands of years. Now this work reveals the secrets that the pharaoh kept and the meaning of the rituals. The light of the artifact reveals the secrets of the porcelain reveals the pharaoh's wisdom that is thousands of years old. The inscriptions say that this is not a curse. It was a warning system designed to protect the tomb. The ancient Egyptians used symbols and psychological stimulation for the protection of tombs. The events known as Tutankhamun's curse came to light years later with media hype. When the tomb was opened, there were bacteria and mold spores trapped inside for centuries. According to some researchers, the deaths were due to infections and weakened immunity. These events were served with mysterious headlines in the newspapers of the period. Over time, scientific facts took a backseat, and the story grew. Today, Tutankhamun's tomb is seen more as a symbol of human curiosity than a curse. Tutankhamun was one of the youngest pharaohs in Egyptian history. He was only 9 years old when he ascended the throne. It was not possible for a pharaoh of this age to rule the whole of Egypt alone. The actual decisions were made by the priests and royal advisors inside the palace. Akhenaten, who preceded Tutankhamun, radically changed the religious order of Egypt. After Akhenaten's change, Tutankhamun tried to revive the traditions of the old gods. The young pharaoh had to both undo religious reforms and meet the expectations of the people while ruling the country. Tutankhamun had to clash with both priests and court advisors in undoing Akhenaten's reforms. However, his life was short-lived, and history left him a great legacy. In the palace, the young pharaoh, under the guidance of advisors, was both making religious decisions and trying to balance the demands of the people and the priests. Even the question of who his father was is still being discussed. According to many historians, Tutankhamun's father was Akhenaten. His mother was not even a queen. His identity is still unclear. After Akhenaten's death, there was a huge power vacuum in the palace. Tutankhamun was just a child when he took the throne, but the country began to be governed in his name. During his period, the Egyptian army began to lose its former strength. While threats have increased in border areas, Egypt has remained weak in defense. Religious and social rules on the people were tightened even more. The religion left by Akhenaten was completely banned. It became necessary to return to the old gods. These sudden changes created unrest among the people, but most of these decisions are not really Tutankhamun, with the decisions of those who governed it. But that's not the real question. Why was Tutankhamun tried to be erased from Egyptian history after he died? Tutankhamun's name was engraved from the temples after his death, because those who came after him did not want to remind us of his era. Tutankhamun was not alone. She was married off at a young age. Moreover, his wife was from his own family. But there was no living child from this marriage. The two baby mummies found in the tomb tell of his short and tragic family. Dozens of walking sticks found in his tomb show that Tutankhamun needed support in his daily life. Tutankhamun's accession to the throne at a young age and his health problems caused him to need support in his daily life. In 1922, Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. The golden sarcophagus and the treasures became one of the greatest discoveries in the history of archaeology. Dozens of gold items, valuable jewelry, and religious objects were found inside the tomb. Each of them provided clues about Tutankhamun's life and period. Hieroglyphs on the walls contain warnings for the protection of the tomb. Each symbol offers clues to Tutankhamun's mysterious world. As the door slowly opened, the hidden treasures in Tutankhamun's tomb saw light for the first time, marking one of the greatest moments in archaeological history.
And it's over. Like and subscribe to your video.